What's up, guys? So I am doing an oil change on the GT350R. I have what you'll need is I went ahead and bought AMS oil, but you need 5W50 for the oil. It's got some paper towels, cardboard, little piece of cardboard because the oil filter, the plastic oil filter, which needs this FL2062 oil filter, which is also for the EcoBoost. Ford did this in the later model 2017. So they made that instead of the metal can because the metal can's crumpled when people were using it. Like Auto Fanatic was changing his oil and had a darn time getting it off. And then you need an oil pan, a 1 1/16 socket that gets off the plastic oil filter, 10 quarts, I believe, of the 5W50. I'll have to double check that once I open the box. And then, so what we're going to do is first we're going to undo the oil cap, which is a yellow cap. Next, we will undo the oil filter, put the new oil filter on, make sure it's lubed up, and then go ahead and fill it back up with all the quartz oil.
That's a lot of oil too.
So you remove this yellow cork, or what would you call this? Oil plug, right? And when the oil comes out, next what we'll do is what you see here. I already took the little door off. There's a little plastic oil filter right there that you need a 1 1/16 socket in order to remove it. And then, like I said, you need the FL2062 oil filter. This is the same as what they use in the EcoBoost. Ford went away from the tin can one due to the fact that a lot of Ford dealerships and enthusiasts were crumpling the can and it wouldn't come off, so they would have to use like pliers and everything else like that. After that, then we'll add the oil. Pretty easy. Thank you to Mr. Dave for letting me use his lifts. It made the job a lot easier. The problem that I had was I couldn't get a jack underneath the car because it was so low. So he was kind enough to let me use his lift. Thank you for that. So here is where the plastic oil filter is. It needs a 1 1/16 socket. It'll fit on there right. It's better if you come in from the fender well or the wheel well to get to it. And then I already did it. I took it out, I put the oil filter back on, resealed it, oiled it up, and then just hand tightened it. There is green marks from factory that where it should be set. I just did a hand tightening. I don't want it on there too tight. Oil does get kind of all over the place, but just get a rag and wipe it right off. To get the oil trap door off, this is the trap door, it takes a torque wrench, or not a torque wrench, what do you call this screwdriver again? Torx screwdriver. There's the little star shape and it fits in there just right, like that. But yeah, so I'm gonna put that back on, put the car back down, and then fill it up with oil. Alright guys, so I just went ahead and I finished up here. Once again, thank you to Mr. Dave for letting me use his lift. And I went ahead and I put 10 quarts in the car. I forgot to show it just because I was a little bit messy and I had gloves on. I didn't want to get it on the camera, but 10 quarts filled in easy. Then I went ahead, put the cap back on, started the car up for about 30 seconds so the oil filter filled up with oil, and I checked the dipstick and it was good to go. So we're going to go ahead and drive it and make sure nothing happens, nothing bad happens or anything like that. But pretty much all I can recommend is that, one, you need a 1 1/16 socket. Just make sure you have a 6-inch extension just so you can get to the filter cap. The socket needs to reach there. It's better if you go in from the the fender wheel or fender well. Next, I would recommend that you have a lift, because if you just want to put a just a jack underneath the car, it won't fit. You can also get these ramps called race ramps right here. This would help just get the front tires up off the ground to allow you to get the jack under the car, but I really suggest a lift if you have one. Thanks guys for watching. Check out my other videos of some of the Picky Garage cars and some other Shelbys. Thank you as always, and I'll see you next video.